So very good evening, everyone. I'm Shilpa, moderator for this session. Well, many of us are just, confused about what to do after our MBA courses. How can we land up having a high pay job like others? What are the market need and trending career options? How to, create an impactful profile to attract golden opportunities? We will discuss all of it today in this session. And believe me, this session will certainly be a milestone for you. So let's welcome our expert for this session, Dr. Sunita Tank. You are the founder of Leaders in Making and well-known career coach and mentor. I heartily welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for this lovely, warm welcome, Shilpaji. And I must appreciate the energy all of you from shiksha.com brings on the table to encourage and motivate the youth of our nation. I'm so happy to be here and sharing my experience and knowledge for the students' benefit.
Glad to have you, ma'am. And attendees can share their questions either in the chat box or in the Q&A box. And I will try my level best to get it all answered by our session expert. Ma'am, coming back to you. You have several achievements in your bucket. So we would like to begin this session by knowing more about you briefly.
Sure. When you say achievements, I say it to be learning only. And this is the only thing I want to share it with my colleagues, friends, students here. It is important to treat every achievement as your learning in life. Yes, I have been working in India region, Pan-India, for placement department specifically. For 22 years, I have been placing students, especially from MBA. I have placed more than 22, 23 batches in my career. And I have done recruitment for MBA, BBA, BCom, economic honors, MCA, BTech. And not just campus placement, I have done placements for middle level, senior level recruitments as well till CEO level. And I'm glad to share that I was given an opportunity to place more than 20,000 students in my career. And even my PhD is into recruitment process outsourcing. That's the only one PhD which is in this area from India region. And yes, Leaders in Making is a dream wherein I personally coach people for their career. Career coaching we are doing globally, not just for students or people from India region. We do have our website by the name of Leaders in Making, and we do have a channel also, Leaders in Making, which is specially being made for students, wherein we don't get that much of time, but yes, there are small clips and shots and videos for them to achieve the career of their choice. So Leaders in Making is definitely a dream. The meaning of Leaders in Making is that everybody is a born leader, if not can be made one. That is something which is prevalent on my website and on being on Niti Aayog ATL platform also. I get an opportunity not many times to nurture people of our country, and I'm happy to be here today and very excited to know that what the generation today is thinking about MBA. So I might, though you people have already shared the topic with me, trending careers, but what before trending careers? My focus will be absolutely and equivalent on that particular aspect. So you guys can really come up with all the queries, even from any part of education, career, or your professional life. So don't hesitate to come up with your doubts.
Even we are excited, ma'am. And today we will get to learn a lot from you, and I'm very much sure.
Likewise.
Thank you for your brief introduction. Ma'am, rest we have received several questions during the moment we open up the registration. So I'll start taking up questions. So the questions is like, we have received questions on the career opportunities after MBA in fintech, marketing, and so on. So we would definitely need your guidance on this.
See, my first suggestion is there are two ways to go for careers after MBA. One is the traditional way. Second is the contemporary way. Now, post-COVID situation has changed, and I'll just explain it to you what is traditional and what is contemporary. Traditional specializations are the specializations which will never go out of stream. So there are primarily 4 to 5 to 6 specializations which are very, very important and are the pillars for any organization. Having said that, the traditional will always remain dear to the company's heart. That is finance, marketing, HR, IT, international business, and operations. Now, though there are approximately 30 MBA specializations in the world, but traditional will primarily remain with these. And all other specializations are primarily being pulled out from one or a particular two segment of these core specializations. So while you're thinking about a career, so there are two options. One, you have something solid in your hand as a traditional specialization. Second, you do a job. And third, when you are 2 years or 3 years old in your career, you must move to a contemporary specialization also, especially post-COVID. Specializations like data analytics, healthcare management, data sciences, digital marketing, supply chain, e-commerce. These are the specializations which has picked up post-COVID and is going to stay for another few decades. However, if you are not holding a traditional MBA with you, there are chances of getting up and down into your career. So my suggestion is when you talk about careers, we'll talk about trending careers post this. First hand, you should have one specialization, which is the core function of any organization. And then you start venturing into the contemporary or so-called needed or mixed specialization, which are the need of the hour post-COVID. So that is very important.
Thank you for guiding us, ma'am. Just now we discussed about how ma'am told us about the traditional and contemporary way to get into MBA. She also talked about the specialized MBA briefly. Ma'am, next up we have a question from Adarsh Mishra. He's asking, I'm a graduate of chemical engineering and wish to pursue a master degree in order to get a good job. Which is a better option between MBA and MTech after BTech? If you could just tell us about
That's a very, very important question. I am very happy the boy has given this question. You need to understand, if you really want to go into the management of people at any level, forget about the function right at the moment if you have done chemical engineering. At any point of time, if you want to enhance your technical knowledge, you must go for MTech. At any point of time, you want to go ahead after chemical engineering with a flair of managing people. Whether you want to explore the industry differently, you want to explore different functions, MBA is the course which is needed by you. Now, there is no need to get confused. Chemical engineering, when you're going for MTech, it will not give you those skills of managing people, but the subjects will enhance your knowledge as an engineer. However, when you take MBA, there will be a stop to your engineering knowledge, because after choosing MBA from chemical engineering, you have to now move to a specialization which is non-engineering. You have to understand that when you are opting for MBA after any engineering course, having said that chemical, mechanical, electrical, IT, whatever engineering specialization you have, when you go for MBA, you are changing your path. And there you have to decide that which specialization you want to go. Now, while you are talking about MBA after engineering, you have to go back to my first answer of traditional and contemporary. If you are not interested in finance, HR, marketing, you can definitely move into data sciences or data analytics, because that will highly require your IT knowledge or engineering knowledge. But if you want to move technically up, MTech is the right choice. But if you want to relearn on your engineering stuff, but you now want to move into the management part, managing companies, managing systems, managing departments, managing people's performances in your specialization, even you have to go for MBA.
And I hope, Adarsh, you have got the answer of your question. And I hope, ma'am, even you can see we have started receiving questions in our
Yes,
comment
and
box.
the only thing is, dear children, it is not the question of that the studies is going to end. No, you can do one by one as well. If you are an engineer, for technical upgradation, you can go for MTech, work for 2 years, see the industry, see different departments, explore various MBA contemporary one. There are many other kind of MBAs in the world out of 30 specializations. Choose which specialization is resonating with your existing line of work while you're an engineer. For example, people who are from computer engineering or IT, MBA in IT or MBA in data analytics is one of the best choices. So you have to, while you're choosing MTech and while you're choosing MBA, you have to see your flair and career interest post 10th, 12th graduation level, and what kind of projects you have done so far. And out of done projects, what is your analysis of your career interest? Don't listen to anybody else. The best career is formed when you listen, but you implement what your mind and heart is saying. So there should be a sync in your heart and your mind, and accordingly you should move forward. Having said that, if you have done MTech, after 2 years of job, there is no stop to learning. You can definitely do MBA, executive MBA, part-time MBA. There are n number of institutions. IIM is offering more than 45 MBA specialization courses, certifications. NIMS is there, SP Jain is there. There's so many colleges offering MBA. So that can be a long journey, but it will be a worth and a fruitful journey.
Right. So,
Yeah.
ma'am, I'll quickly start taking up questions because,
Sure.
yes, the numbers are increasing. Very good evening, Shivani. And I can see a question Paras Singh has sent in the Q&A box. IP MAT, best or not?
Are you prepared for it? Please tell me first that. And are you only preparing for IP MAT? You need to see what kind of placements you are going to get after preparing for IP MAT. Yes, it is fine if you have prepared it for that level only. And you have to see that what kind of colleges you are going to get, what kind of syllabus coverage is there, what kind of opportunities you are going to get. Yes, it is fine in sync to all the other examinations or centers which are available, but then you have to see where it is leading you to the next journey in your career. That is important. It is okay.
So, ma'am, next up we have a question from Shreya, and she is asking about, could you please briefly tell us about different streams in MBA?
Okay, that goes back to the first traditional question. Now, I'm giving you 9 or 10 specializations. My suggestion to you is try to stick to first 6. And then you can explore further straight away also. But these specializations has to be accompanied with relevant projects and internship. Now, the top 6 is always going to be the favorite of all the organizations. Specialization, I'm talking about finance, HR, marketing, IT, or operations, or international business. This is definitely going to remain in the world forever. The other specializations is definitely MBA in healthcare management, which is absolutely on boom post-COVID. Data analytics is another stream which is flourishing like anything. And one more thing, MBA in entrepreneurship, it has raised to another big boom level post-COVID because everybody wants to go for it. People are also moving to aviation. People are also moving to MBA in sports management, specifically in luxury brand management also, because there is a reason, there is a boom in digital world and people started moving toward luxury management as well. But you can also do your MBA in digital marketing, which is also a most, now when I talk about digital marketing, you should have the base of marketing. When I'm talking about MBA and data analytics, you should have a good base of IT and finance. So if you see the legs are actually pulled out of these 6 specializations primarily. So please concentrate on the first 6 one, do your work for 2 years, and then do another executive program, maybe for 1 year or 2 years, part-time or executive.
So even I'm curious to ask you so many questions, but I can see students already want to ask you so many questions. I'm so happy to see students are sending in questions. So Jagannath has this question: which is the best, finance or marketing?
What a million dollar question. Tell me what you like. Do you like numbers to the core of the heart? Or if you're not able to decide, this is for that boy only if he's listening. Or if you still have a confusion on a scale of 0 to 10, where do you like the numbers? This is 5, 6. If you want to take finance, the numbers should be around 9 to 10. It is all about being bang on, a great clarity on the numbers, mathematics, great hold on maths, great hold on accountancy. Very important. If you're not interested into that throughout your life, you don't opt for finance. 1. Second, if you're very interested in the awareness part, people take marketing, sales nahi karni, business development nahi karni. It is about awareness, branding, sales, marketing, advertising. So very clear. Numbers is finance, awareness, talking to people, spreading is marketing. And always accompany, justify your specializations with the relevant projects and internships. Keep on doing it throughout your MBA at least. And if there is still a confusion, my suggestion to all my students throughout my career is do each specialization 1 or 2 project. इधर भी करो दो, इधर भी करो दो, आपको खुद माइंड में क्लैरिटी हो जाएगी what you are liking. Because many times what we want, what we think, what we feel is different. And what we do never matches all 3. So when you will do, you will feel what you are liking, you will feel what you are thinking, and then you will take a conscious and a right decision. Please work. 1-2 प्रोजेक्ट्स करिए, उसके बाद डिसाइड करिए. नंबर्स अच्छे लग रहे हैं करने के बाद, आफ्टर डूइंग, not after listening to Miss Sharma or Dr. Tank or listening on LinkedIn, Naukri.com, YouTube. Do yourself. Then decide what you really liked. Did you like numbers, analysis, working out on charts, accounts, mathematics, analyzing, finance? I wanted to make myself aware and people aware, whether it is branding, marketing, sales, talking to people, sharing is marketing. The modes can be different. It is absolutely clear like that.
Okay. So I hope everybody's taking notes. And next up, we have a question from Shivani, and she's asking about what courses one should do after completing MBA in finance and marketing for their career growth.
Marketing, you can always go for FRM, financial risk management course. You can go for CFA also. There is masters in financial mathematics also. You can do financial management 1-year executive program also. And if you talk about marketing, I must tell you, there are very good, I told you, IAM certifications in marketing management for 1 year. But then if you're doing after MBA, dear, you have to be very clear about the stream you are choosing into marketing. Are you going for product management? Are you going for branding? Are you going for sales? Are you going for business development? And there are very beautiful certifications on LinkedIn as well. So even if you don't want to invest 1 year or 2 year again doing an MBA or an executive program, at least do 2 to 3 LinkedIn certificates so that you get the contemporary latest knowledge, and post that you can still decide if you want to go for executive or not. But after marketing, you have to be very, very clear. And even after finance, you have to be very, very clear that whether you wanted to go into financial institutions, you wanted to go for banking. See, industry is very important. So far, nobody has talked about the industry. Let me tell you guys, when you think about MBA, it is good that you're thinking about specialization, but you need to also equally parallelly think about the industry. आप finance करोगे, you will do marketing. Industry, which industry you will work for? Marketing in IT is different. Marketing in healthcare is different. Marketing in sports industry is different. Marketing in research organization is different. Similarly, finance in financial institution is different. Compliance is different. Finance in budgetary organizations or in research organizations or big four is different. While you are working on projects, internships, MBA you are doing in a particular specialization. Irony in India, especially, is people don't think about industry and then they get confused. They only think about company. This company we have to join, that company we have to join. To which industry this company belongs to? And then you shift after 4 to 5 years, assuming I did not got that package, I did not got that role. My dear, simultaneously, you have to equally think. Now, in one hand, if you're thinking about specialization, on the other hand, equally, you have to think which industry you want to work for in these particular specialization. Finance किस industry के लिए करना है? Marketing किस industry के लिए करनी है? मैन्युफैक्चरिंग के लिए करनी है, हेल्थ केयर के लिए करनी है, या एडवर्टाइजमेंट वर्ल्ड में ही जाना है मार्केटिंग करना है? यू हैव टू थिंक अबाउट द इंडस्ट्री simultaneously, and it really matters a lot in your titles, in your job positions, and in salary when you change your industry. It really matters. So if you continue in your choice of industry, all the roles, it really give you a big worth. Think about industry while you're thinking about specializations from now.
So ma'am, next up we have a question, the most commonly asked question, which one is better, MBA or PGDM? Nikita has this question.
I will address this to you definitely. But before that, when you talk about specialization, I want you to think more about digital marketing, social media, e-learning, and content writing. These 4 things are going to stay in market for long. And whichever specialization you take, out of 30, you should be brilliant in advanced Excel, Tableau, Power BI, or information systems, many tools of data analytics and data research. You name a specialization, finance, marketing, HR, IT. These technical tools are needed in every job, in every specialization. Please do not ignore these tools. Even in HR, when you are going to sit, you are going to make your report in Excel. And you need to have advanced Excel with you from now. So data analytic tools to aapko aana hi chahiye, chahe specialization aap koi bhi lo. And the trending industries also, content writing. Content writing, now again industry. Are you writing for media? Are you writing for film industry? Are you writing for IT products and services? Are you writing for e-learning websites? For what you are writing? So these are very, very contemporary, which has picked up especially post-COVID. If you see, a lot of industries have shifted to e-learning. So you have to think about it. And coming back to your question of MBA and PGDBM, now there are major differences. MBA is a traditional university program. MBA curriculum or MBA institution or university is being affiliated to a approved university. So there are less chances of getting MBA syllabus revised every year. PGDBM is done by an autonomous body, wherein they have the liberty approved by AICTE to change the curriculum. At any point of time, doing PGDBM from a prestigious institution will always hold a very high value because of 2 things. One, the latest course curriculum. Second, the efforts which the institution put in your placements vis-a-vis MBA colleges because it is affiliated to some other university. So for them, seats are more important. But for PGDBM, along with seats, the quality of education matters in comparison more. But when you are taking your diploma, PGDBM will offer you diploma. And yes, of late in 2018, IIM has got the approval from government that its PGDBM is equivalent to MBA degrees. It can be called MBA degrees. You can request for alumni degree to have a look from the college. It should be written that it is equivalent to MBA. That you must check.
Ma'am, next up we have a question. Is MBA from IIT good enough or shall we choose IIM only?
It is not mandatory to choose IIT or IIM. Do not only focus on IITM and IIM. Have target in mind. That yes, I want to go to IIT, I want to go IIM, but at least prepare for top 5 colleges. At least. Because if you're not getting in IIT or IIM, but if you're getting in NIMS, SPJAN, XLRI, I mean, these are brilliant institutions, a lifetime of institutions not to miss. So at least prepare for top 5. And then you can next year again prepare. But I'm sure, because ultimately, if you see, these colleges have made a name equivalent. Yes, that's a pillar. You cannot change that. But these names, MDI Gurgaon is there, FMS is there. I mean, these are very good colleges.
Okay. So ma'am, next up again, we have a question from Kanika. She is sharing that I am in my last semester of MBA and have been working side by side in IT for 2 years. I wanted to know if I want to switch to lectureship. Is it beneficial?
It is beneficial for you. Having said that, you need to set your priorities. Kanika, if you're live again here, and if you're listening to me, you need to set your priorities. What are your priorities? Any career, any specialization, any profession is good. When you go into lecturership, yes, there will be a time flexibility. The working hours will be less as compared to corporate jobs. The demands, the pressure is definitely is less. But then you have to set your priorities in life. What is your priority? If you're too career focused, then it is important that you prefer staying in corporate. But if you really want to go into lecturership, yes, you can go for lecturership and you can proceed forward for PhD. That is definitely going to help. And research in IT specialization if you are in IT. Keep on doing your research and PhD. And the question has a base that what is your priority?
So Tatya, Karthikeyan, Pavan God, yes, I can see your question. I'll be taking up your questions after this the question has been asked by Pooja ma'am. I have completed my BSc, yes. I've completed my BSc and she's seeking for MBA specialization in health management. Will that be a good idea?
Excellent option. Excellent. You must go. You must go. There is a huge demand of healthcare management professionals. You can go into counseling, you can go into HR, the healthcare coordination, you can go into public relations. Post-COVID, this industry has picked up for another 50 years. So even if you are living by 100 years, you have a great future into that.
Ma'am, next up we have a question from Pavan. Additional technical courses along with MBA to get placed in big MNCs.
You must do LinkedIn certification on data analytics, business analytics, and this is the need of the hour. Advanced Excel, Power BI, Tabulate, you must do. And these are the mandatory certifications for all the specializations. You can also do LinkedIn certification on personal branding. People don't know how to actually promote their profile. I wanted to tell you, read about ATS, applicant tracking system. You will be able to understand that how CVs are getting shortlisted. So while you are searching for a job, and if there are lacks of CVs, all the organizations has ATS format. So your CV goes through that. You need to read about it. Having said that, certifications are very important. You can do these certifications for sure for every specialization, but you should also do certification relevant to your core specialization, what you're doing. Do something contemporary into that. At any point of time, I would really suggest all of you to do some certification in digital space. Digital marketing, online marketing, social media is going to remain for another 30, 40 years at its boom. There is no doubt about it.
Okay. Thank you for answering that, ma'am. Next up, we have a question. Which specialization in MBA helps as a career in stock market?
Finance only. And then you should do certifications for National Stock Exchange. There are a lot of certifications from NSE. You must do all those certifications. But the core, the traditional, the base will never change its finance. And if you want to go to stock markets, equally you have to study economics. There are two legs. If you can stand on one leg for your life, you can. But I would like to stand on both of my legs. So I will do finance and I will really brush up my, my knowledge equally, brilliantly, economics as well. In stock market, you need to study economic of a country, how you will grow, how you will predict. That is equally important. Fiscal policy, international policies, domestic policies. You need to have a great hold on economics. And yes, national stock exchanges ke bahut sare certifications, you can do that.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. And next up, we have question from Tatyaba Pingle. Please tell me about the MBA in Agriculture Business Management.
You can go into agriculture and business management, provided these two are, even if one course is offering, these two are different things. In agriculture, you should be ready to move across and you should be ready to move to the urban and equally to rural areas as well. If you have clarity, it has great future. And even outside India, there are a lot many wonderful executive program in agriculture. You can definitely go about it. But my dear friend, you should have a flair for agriculture. If you don't have a flair for agriculture and for rural communication and commutation, then it's a complete waste. You cannot sit in a flourish office and talk about agriculture there. No. You have to go to the field. You have to understand the roots of everything, and then agriculture is needed. Then you can go ahead. It's a brilliant and a beautiful specialization, provided you have a flair.
So ma'am, next up we have a common question from Pooja and Paras. Both are asking about what stream in an MBA is best for BBA graduate.
BBA is primarily a specialization which is giving you glimpse of everything. Finance भी है, marketing भी है, और HR भी है. In fact, मुझे अभी ध्यान आया, on my channel Leaders in Making, we have made special videos on MBA after BBA and MBA after BCom also. You guys can check that video. BBA, post BBA, the first best choice is MBA into marketing or MBA into HR. One thing you need to be very careful, even after doing BBA, you have a very strong interest in finance, you have to accompany your financial knowledge with additional workout. Because BCom has more common subjects or needed subjects for MBA finance. But when you're talking for BBA, BBA will prepare you better for marketing subjects and little less for HR and even little less for finance. So the ongoing flow, the comfortable specialization, or you being into your comfort zone, is definitely BBA and MBA in marketing. Having said that, what is your interest? If after doing BBA, you are doing wonders in finance, you must go for MBA finance. Or if you like going into HR, you must go into HR. If you're interested in policies, employee engagement, compensation, payroll, recruitment after BBA, if you see in India, a lot of HR recruiters are BBA because you have a flair. So you do HR job for 1 or 2 years and then you do MBA in HR. My humble request and suggestion and advice to you, after BBA, please do your job for 6 months to 1 year. And if you're doing it for 1 year, try to do into different department if possible. And if not, at least 6 months करके आप 1.5 साल 2 साल आप job करें, उसके बाद ही आप MBA में जाए. Because I have seen people doing BBA, MBA direct without any exposure, no project, no internship, and after MBA, they try experimenting in companies, 1 year there, 1 year there, 1 year there, and then realizing we never wanted to do MBA into the specialization. Don't do that. Do job before MBA. MBA is a very important, and in most of the cases, it is your last qualification. So do it sensibly.
So ma'am, next up we have question from Parvati. She's saying I'm preparing for MBA PG set, which is on 20th November, and I am BSc graduate. Which stream should I choose?
You can, that depends on your interest, but you can definitely choose, you can definitely go ahead with healthcare now. There is no doubt about it. So I would rather suggest, while you're appearing for all the entrances, also on Google, check what all, what all good colleges are providing healthcare management to you. Otherwise, my suggestion to you is, after doing BSc, you first do general MBA, because BSc will give you a good flair of MBA for 2 years, and then again you can do executive MBA in any of the core specialization of your choice. So there are two options: either you can do MBA in general, and in lot many cases, if there is a 2-year MBA, first year is general and second year also you can divide, you can choose your specialization. Otherwise, you can straight away go to healthcare management.
I just feel like we are just running against time and there's a lot of questions. Manish has a question, ma'am. I'm a senior manager in PSB Banker with versatile experience of 10 years. Now I want to pursue MBA from top-notch college. Any guidance on this, ma'am?
You only do from IAM, because that will boost up your CV actually. Because after MBA, after doing experience, people look for tags. And even there is a similar question. I am a developer with Larsen and Turbo, with that is the giant, with an experience of 7 years. Is it beneficial for me to do an MBA now? MBA doing at any stage of life is beneficial. Whenever you will look for a change, people look for PG program, people look for your MBA degree. How you will be called a senior manager? People will not change their eligibility criteria or their title for your specialization. Even you are very good in a particular company for 7 years or 10 years, you must go for MBA. But my suggestion, go with only and only executive program right at the moment, and only with a brand. Because now with 7 or 10 years of experience, the brand on your LinkedIn profile that you are from IIM executive program you have done, or MDI is also offering brilliant executive program, you must go with a good tag and you must go for it.
Next up, we have question from Sita. Is Singad Institute of Management, Pune, is it good for MBA course?
Which institution?
It's Singad Institute of Management.
It is okay. I don't say no for any institution. Have better choices.
Next up, we have question from Omkar. Hello, ma'am. I'm starting my MBA this month, but my college is average, not so good. What should I do to get good placement after completing my MBA?
You must work on yourself. Do at least 4 to 5 projects. Do at least 5 to 6 LinkedIn certifications, and look for a job on your own on LinkedIn or Naukri.com. Invest on yourself. Having said that, the college is average, assume that you have to do MBA on field rather than only studying in the college. College is not going to, it's going to be with you throughout your life. I mean, till the time it is such a big brand that it is going to stay on your CV. Ultimately, it is your skills which is going to speak out.
Right.
Then you people need to, now when you talk about technical skills, what about your soft skills? Do you people really work on your soft skills, your resume, how you present your resume, how you talk when you meet people, how you communicate, how you analyze a business situation? Please note it down, all of you. How you analyze a given business situation, how you communicate it with generosity and humbleness, how you analyze, how you make sequence in your presentation, how you deliver, how about your clarity of words, that gets a good placement. Not just knowledge, not just degree, not just your projects.
Right. Ma'am, next up we have a question from Nikita. I'm not that smart when it comes to mathematics. Should I still consider doing MBA or PGDM?
What make you think, Nikita, you are not smart? You're putting a stop to yourself there. Please know I'm not a counselor. I'm a career coach, a certified career coach by profession. And it's in my blood to inquire what you're thinking. What make you believe that you are not smart? My first question to you is a food for your thought. Second, mathematics to dono mein hi hai. You have to choose. Are you interested or not interested? If you are interested, nothing can stop you in the world. If you are not interested, your own belief system is stopping you. Think about it.
Ma'am, next up we have question from Arzu. Ma'am, I'm a developer with Lawson and Turbo with an experience of 7 years. You have already taken it. Okay, ma'am. We'll move ahead. Shahida has this question. After completing my degree course and PG course, I want to join an MBA course. Any guidance on this?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
There is some pop-up on your window.
Sure. She's asking, after completing my degree courses and PG courses, I want to join MBA course.
At any point of time, you can join MBA course, but after doing PG, why you want to again repeat MBA? See, MBA is a tag of a degree. If you really want to cultivate your knowledge, you must go for PGDBM or PG course, which is equivalent to MBA. Tell the admission counter that I need to see a degree or a diploma which you are offering. If it says that yes, it is offering MBA, and if it is well known, not just top 5, take top 20 institutions of India, you are done. Prefer PGDBM over MBA. And you can definitely do PG after MBA, even MBA after doing PG. Nobody is stopping you, my dear.
Right. So, ma'am, next up, Karthikeyan and another student has this question. Could you please tell us about the career opportunities after an MBA in operations and general management?
Now, I want to focus everybody here on research. Why? Because the question of operations has come. Primarily the trending career in operations is operation research analyst or operations specialist. These are different titles and a flashy titles. Operations wise, you are only supposed to manage the overall operation of a particular department, data collection, doing your work, analysis work, if you are an operation research executive, and then you're forwarding that data to the other department. Now, when you're talking about operations management and various fields of operation, you need to understand that whether you want to go into research or simple management, two different things. Having said that, when I'm talking about research, all of you feel, MBA people feel, we are doing research. There are 5 to 7 different types of research. My suggestion to all of you that if you are going for operation research profile or any other research profile, my dear friends, please read the job description. Is it marketing research? Is it financial research? Is it operational research? Is it tax consultant or tax research? Private equity research? What kind of research? In operations, you are actually working on the general day-to-day effective working of operations of a department. That is operations work. And there are many posts after that: specialist, executive, trainee, research. Primarily, you do one or the other thing only. But you should be, while you're choosing for operations, you should have the effectiveness to increase the performance and effectiveness of a particular operation and various other operations in the organizations. That is the operation management, and you can go into any of the field. Again, you need to be very good in your analysis if you're going for operations profile.
Ma'am, next up, we have question from Shreya. Will part-time MBA have the same weightage as that of full-time course?
Instead of part-time, go for executive. Go for proper executive program. They will give you case studies. They will give you a lot of live discussion opportunities. And now they have started calling people also. So instead of part-time MBA, go for executive MBA programs.
Next, we do have a question from Ashwarya. Which is better, MBA in India or foreign?
It depends where you want to make your career. If you're studying from abroad, MBA, you're spending 50 lakh, you're not going to get the salary here initially. I'm sorry. So while you're thinking that whether I should go from India to do MBA, better look for a job there only. At any point of time, yes, you need to be very thorough with what you're studying, but there is no doubt about it that there are brilliant institutions. Why? The basic difference between MBA from India and MBA from abroad, foreign countries, is they research a lot on their subjects. In India, students especially, do less work on research. So at any point of time, it is preferable if you do from outside India with a condition that you will also study and research equally. At any point of time, it is better. And you work there only. Then don't come and ask for money here. You can get your job here, but you are not going to justify what you are getting in dollars there. Then don't have money in your mind.
So ma'am, next up we have a question from Ruchita. Is MBA in business analytics worth it?
100%. Must go for it. No doubt on it.
Okay. And Shivani Vadva wants to ask you, ma'am, which best institute to go for digital marketing in Delhi NCR? Which one is worth joining in? And can you name few best institute in Delhi NCR for the same?
See, for digital marketing, right now, I would not prefer primarily any institutions from Delhi and NCR, to be very, very honest with you. My feedback with NIMS, SP Gen is brilliant with digital marketing. Try exploring that instead of Delhi NCR right at the moment. However, IIT has certain departments, they are coming up with more courses. You can inquire from them. If you get to IIT, don't think about any other college. And yes, Christ University, you can check. They have centers in Gurgaon also. And IBS Gurgaon. These are few options you can explore, but you have to be very thorough, because all these 5 to 6 organizations, please take a printout of their course curriculum. Course curriculum is different and how it is being conducted is different. And see, students, if you're getting a very big tag, like MDI, like FMS in Delhi, like NIMS, SP Gen or Christ University in Bangalore, don't think of moving for another 1 or 2 years. Life is not going to end in just 2 years, but you will get that experience of doing it from such prestigious technical colleges. Prefer.
Next up, Prashant has this question. I have completed my BCom now, and I want to do internship to get clarity in specialization, or should I go directly for the MBA?
No, you must do at least 2 to 3 internships. 3 internships is mandatory for you. Instead of working, you have to see how many specializations you're choosing. If you're choosing 3, finance, marketing, HR, so you have to do one each specialization. But if you're very sure that you have to go only for finance, do 3 in finance, so that you are now 100% sure that I really want to go ahead with finance. But if there is a confusion, do one in each specialization. And from 3, you will come down to 2. And from 2, you will come down to 1. And in 1, do another specialization to reassure yourself that, yes, this is the final spot I want to go. So in total, at least 4 projects or internships.
Okay. Thank you for answering that, ma'am. Lavanya has this question. How can one serving as chief HR officer becoming CEO for fashion company? Is
Wonderful.
it really possible?
Yes, 25 years of experience, 20 years of experience, and the time is running fast, minimum 15 years of experience, you can. But when you talk about chief HR, person, my dear, you have to start with one of the basic functions first. And one thing I have seen in you, they don't want to call people. Calling nahi karna hai. In every job, there is a calling. Whether it's an HR job, whether it's a finance job, data analytics, business analytics. Even if you are working in business analytics, you have to call 10 clients. Even if you are working in digital marketing specialization, you have to call your client. Maybe you have to even visit in digital marketing with the designs you want to show it to your client. Please be open in making calls These are professional calls. You're setting up your e-meet with them. You're setting up your calls with them. I also set 10 calls in a day with whom I have to speak. Please be open in calling, e-meeting, and in profiles like marketing and HR. Be open to meet people and go out. Don't say no to these basic requirements. And when you want to be a chief HR, you have to be good in recruitment, talent acquisition, compensation, employee engagement, payroll, grievances handling, what not, because you are chief of HR. So every learning, training and development, you have to do all 7-8 HR experience first and performance management, and then you have to move to chief HR journey, which will certainly take 15 to 18 years. You can, if you believe you can.
Okay. So ma'am, next up we have question from Sita. After BSc Agriculture, which MBA stream is the best?
MBA in Agriculture Management, you can definitely go for it. Go for it. And there is one more course in Delhi University, MSc in Agriculture. Yes, there is an MSc program in Delhi University. It's a brilliant program. Please explore that. And you know, I was telling a lot of students after doing this MSc program from Delhi University, yeah, that is agrochemical and pest management. People go outside India, huge scope. Please note down the course, agrochemical and pest management. MSc in agrochemical and pest management, something related to that in Delhi University, or agriculture or pest management. Please explore this course. I have really heard good about it.
Next up we have question from Paras. Ma'am, क्या digital marketing में BBA होता है?
डिजिटल मार्केटिंग में बीबीए नहीं, बीबीए में डिजिटल मार्केटिंग होता है आप करना चाहें कर सकते हैं, लेकिन बीबीए पहले आप सिंपल ही करिए और उसके बाद आप डिजिटल मार्केटिंग में प्लीज इंटर्नशिप्स करिए. और एक बात बच्चों में बहुत कॉमन है, they are on WhatsApp, they are on Instagram, they are on Facebook, they are on Twitter, and they feel we are the masters of digital marketing. My dear, it is not about WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. It is how you manage your social media presence while digital marketing. Digital marketing is a tool of your social media presence, how you enhance the brand, how you create awareness, how you reach to your client. Is your message communicated well to the right audience? That is digital marketing. So please don't call masters yourself after doing BBA ki I am now digital marketing expert. No, do different projects. And also I'm meeting few students these days off late in digital marketing. After doing 2 projects, they are very particular कि अब poster नहीं बनाना है, अब creative नहीं बनाना है, अब मुझे brand logo पे काम करना है. You know, logo making in India or outside India is a job of 1 year. And the price starts from 3 lakhs to crores of rupees to make a logo. It needs experience. The logo should have a color, symbol, theme, business line of an organization. Then you should create a logo. But when you people go into digital marketing, we only want to handle Twitter. We only want to handle Instagram. We don't want to create posters. We want to create logos. My dear, please explore all the aspects of digital marketing for good 5 to 8 years and then decide कि अब मुझे सिर्फ लोगो पे ही काम करना है और अब मुझे ब्रांडिंग पे ही काम करना है. That is social media branding or awareness. Please do not be master of digital marketing in initial 6 months or 1 year's time. That's my request to you, all of you.
Ma'am, is NMIMS online course is a good option for pursuing executive
management information system is the need of the hour. You can do online, but everything is offline now. Prefer offline, then online, always. First offline, then work, then do online, whatever you want to do throughout your life. But base आप पहले offline का बनाए, learning का. To go to a college, learn there, talk to seniors where they are exploring. If you don't have an option, then you can definitely go for online.
Right.
MIS, all of you out there, management information system is definitely you cannot skip into your career.
We are left with just 5 minutes, ma'am. And next up, we have question from Manjeet. Which university is best for MBA, LPU or MET?
LPU or MET, it is just like, now what, I don't want to give any particular name to these universities. For me, there is no difference in these private colleges. If you're staying in Delhi NCR, you can go to MET. But if you're staying in Punjab, Chandigarh, or near that area, Ludhiana, you can go to LPU. MET, you have to see the crowd also. The crowd is little flashy. You have to see your priorities of your place where you are staying. And for me, both of them are equal. Both of them are doing good. However, MET has a more brand awareness than LPU. LPU of late in last 8 years have invested on their brand presence. So at any point of time, for me, being an expert into education, for me, it will not make a difference. But if you are into Delhi NCR, you can prefer MET. But if you are into Chandigarh or that area, you can prefer LPU. Both will offer equivalent kind of opportunities. But yes, there will be a difference in the crowd, that you will find more of Delhi NCR student or student from the other part of the India, more in MET.
Right. So I can see still there are questions, but these questions are repetitive. Ma'am have already answered all such questions or the similar questions. So I would request all the attendees to go through this video again, because I will be uploading this video on our YouTube channel, which is Shiksha. So you can just check it and you can just go through all the video all over again, and you could just note down the pointers. Ma'am, coming back to you. Quickly, if you could just give us guidance on how we must build our profile and CV, being an MBA graduate, so that we look presentable and increase the chances of getting screened by the recruiters.
Now, one thing I have told you about ATS, simultaneously, I'm also typing the YouTube channel, because I can see all the questions. All these videos you will find on Leaders in Making YouTube channel. And if not, you can put a message to me. I will cover it in my own time there, or we'll do another webinar with Shilpa ji. Now, coming back to your question, see, it is very important to build your CV. Please, CV should be 1 page. Let me tell you very frankly, a lot of people are making 3-page CV. Nobody is going to read. Please make 1-page CV stating clearly your qualification, your internships, or your work you have done. Please concentrate 100% on your LinkedIn profile. Whenever you create a CV, upload it there, 1-page CV. Whenever you are doing any work, please upload where you have done. There is a section of updating the projects and internship in LinkedIn. Do that. Try to get more of your projects and internships from LinkedIn platform, because they are tried, tested, and reputed LinkedIn profile. Now, when you talk about CV, lot of people, most of the students have few things in common. Please concentrate. Point number 1. Your career objective should be very clear. I want to be a marketing professional. Where? Industry? What in marketing? Be very clear in your career objective. I want to be a marketing professional with a specific interest in branding, business development, digital marketing in a span of 3 to 5 years. Please be very specific, and when you're going for an interview, please keep on changing your career objective as per the job role you are going. If you're going for a branding, and if you'll mention business development, who is going to entertain your CV? 1. Second, there are a lot of spelling mistakes on CVs. Please be very careful. Third, it should have a proper sequence. 10th, 12th, graduation, PG, what you're doing. Please mention in which year it is completing. Please mention the specialization you have taken. Please mention the average score. And while you are stating your projects and internships, please mention duration. Please mention name of the company. Please mention whether you did it individually or it was in group, and 2 or 3 lines of your analysis. You went on office of time, this job responsibility was given to you, you did that. No. When you have done a project, when you have done an internship, your analysis, your report, your findings has contributed to the business goal in what form? That should be included in CV, which is highly missing in children's CVs these days. And only one-page CV is needed, and it should be LinkedIn savvy. Please create a beautiful LinkedIn profile, spend at least 2 to 3 hours of a day on LinkedIn, and please do maximum of your projects and internships. Please minus money from your mind for 2 years till the time you are doing your internship and projects. And then please concentrate on profile building for another 5 to 6 years of your time, so that later on you can demand the money of your choice. Please build your CV for 5 to 6 years and start with the latest exposure and experience, but it should be one page only.
Ma'am, I'll just quickly take the last question for this session. Sanket Jangam has this question. I'm Marathi or Hindi medium student. Should I go for MBA?
Who said with a difference in the language you cannot go for MBA? You can. Try to learn English simultaneously because it is needed in companies or maybe for your future growth. But do not have any hesitation that you are from different specialization and you cannot do. You can always do. There is no doubt about it.
So it's time to wrap up our session for today. And at the end of this session, a 15 seconds approximately survey will appear in front of you so that we could understand whether you like this session or not. And I request you all to please fill it up so that we can bring up more exciting sessions for you. And thank you so much, ma'am, for conducting such a wonderful session and informative one too, and answering all our doubts.
There is one question from Lavanya. I don't know whether she's there or not, but it is an important question that, can I know what is the use of taking a global MBA course from normal MBA? It is not normal MBA. It is a general MBA course. If you want to go global, you should be very thorough with the global policies of many countries. And even there was one more question before Shilpa ji started the session, whether you want to go to Middle East, you want to work in India. My dear friends, you have to be very, very thorough with the country-specific working conditions and policy before thinking about a career in that country. Please keep it in mind. It is very important. Global policies are different from your domestic policies of working. Working conditions are different. And policies and terms and conditions are different.
Thank you, ma'am, for taking out time for this session and making it informative and again answering for all our doubts. Thank
you so much, Shilpa ji. It was wonderful talking to you. And I must say, I was telling to other coordinators of yours also, you people have great energy, enthusiasm, and motivation to conduct. My best wishes to you also.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And thank you to all the people who have attended this session. I hope it was a great session for you and you got your queries solved by the ma'am. And still, if you have questions, post-webinar, you can share your questions here. I'm sharing a link in the chat box. So you can share all your doubts here and our subject experts will get back to you. And till then, take care and keep dreaming high. And with this, I am Shilpa signing off. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.